Hi, welcome to another video and episode on my fischertechnik TXT walking robot Mirft2. Last time I have installed the community kernel, and testing revealed a very nice result with the sound, which works a lot better than. Also I improved the connection, so I no longer have to manually acknowledge the connection on the controller. What is not so nice is that it still walks like ... Fill in your word. I will show you, and this time I won't support it with my hands. And the question is, should I, and this is what happens. It moves kind of. It looks like I have to improve. Yes, I have to improve this a little bit. Is everything else okay? I'm not quite sure. Let me look. This is all in line. This is all in line. Let's try again. And now it says camera not connected, and unfortunately that is exactly the same as it used to be. So not all is fine, and I will have to kill it and restart. And since it runs on the community kernel, I can much easier access it via my own network. You can hear the motor running, but it doesn't work really well. The walking, that is. So what I'm going to try to do now is improve or replace these legs by a couple of these. I am inspired by a robot I saw in working at a demonstration on a video from the Delft University of Technology. They do a lot in robotics over there. And one of those robots had legs like these. So replacing this by a couple of these might just be a solution. How I will succeed, I don't know yet, but I'm going to try. What I also want to try is what I tried to do last time and obviously not succeeded, is limit the number of bell sounds. I have to look into the code for that. That comes later on. First, replace the legs. And to replace one of those legs, I will have to remove this because it eventually will run all around, and I will have of course to replace this. So first let me take this off. That is one. Okay, part one, and I still need to keep the parts together in case that it won't work. Then I remove the rubber foot, and that is going to be a nice one because what about putting a rubber foot underneath each of the legs? So I'm taking this one off and putting this one on. And that requires of course a leg here. But this is not sufficient because if it turns it will fall down. So first of all put one here, one here, and finally like this. Will this work? Well, right now it won't work at all because of this. It can pivot around, and so I need to change the way this is connected. Take this clamp off. So if I put this one in the middle, I should take a longer axis here and somehow connect it to the to this gear. But there's no way to connect it. So how is that going to end up? As yet I have no idea, but this is not really going to work as yet. Also, let me turn it around for a moment. These legs are quite long, so the legs on this one need to be either on the inside or the outside, or this one. So that's going to be a challenge as well. So, and of course this leg still needs to be in place. So how is this going to end up? I don't know yet. And that is also the charm of experimenting. Thinking and acting. Anyway, let's see what the next step is. One rather experimental way to construct this is to remove this axis and push this forward. Let me take this one off for a moment. So I hope this will be sufficient, but it looks like I need some more. I need some more length of the axis, so I hope this will do. And I have put one leg in the wrong way. Let me see, the other way around. This one needs like this. And now they're all pointing in the same direction. And this still barely holds, but it will give an idea what direction I want it in. This is one. And let me see, the other one should be somewhere here, yes. So in this way it kind of moves forward. And if it is a little bit longer, I can once again put it right here, and that will be a little bit better. And if I put this construction on this side as well, it might turn into a walking thing. So let me construct it in this way here as well. Yeah, first the leg. I have to remove this piece here as well. And I have to do the same thing like I did here in order to get the construction done. So a massive push in this direction. And then we'll see how things will end up. Will it work or won't it? And this one. the foot or the leg, whatever you call it now. And again these pieces. So if you look at this, it might turn out into something that might work. And I have to put the foot on it. Kind of hard to do, but it will be okay. And what shows now is that this construction stands. It just needs to walk. With two of the new legs in place, and here I have put a metal axis to keep these two gears synchronized. Let's take a first look. It looks nice enough, but will it work? We can only see by doing something, so let's run it. Camera connected. What is it doing, or does it do anything? I think this is taking a little bit too long. I'll abort it. Yes, I need to abort it. So, okay. Another chance, another attempt. Well, it does do something, including that, but the question is, why does it run like I want it to do? The gears look like all the same, although I see that there is a gap. Here is a gap. So how can I best do that? If I solve the gap more or less, this is also a problem. I still need to fix that. I hope this is better. And it shows immediately a downside of this construction. But I'm waiting for it to work, and as yet it's not doing anything. So I need to kill once again and restart. and I still don't know why it does behave like this, but okay. One thing for sure, let me go to well, forget about the sound for now, but why is it behaving like this? This is fine, this is fine. Or the connection is fine, they look like fine. All the gears are aligned. So what may be the cause is that it is too heavy, too much for it to work, and then things slip. That just may be it. So if I take it like this, and I'm waiting for it to start, and yet again it doesn't. So I need to kill the process again. Start again. Yes, I know that. So I think that I need to change the program a bit to have enough force from the motor to let this work. So let's view the code. Alright, so here we are with all those sound outputs, and the copy of the image works, but this is a problem. So let's start with the motor, and the speed is set to 512, and I'm not quite sure if that is the maximum, so I will set the speed to double 1024, 24 that is. Oh, that's not good. All right. Let's change this as well. No. Let's keep everything in order. Then see whatever happens. Oh, that's a nice one. So I have to kill process 1520, 42. Yes. And try again. The motor doesn't work at all. Another attempt. Aborted. These are things that I don't really like. But for now I can't do anything about it. And try again. The motors don't do anything. So I'm going back to the code. Oops. No. So I make it from 512 into let's say 512 to 800 or something. Let's just do that, 800. See what happens, if anything. Nothing. Killing the process again. Trying again. It does work, but not with high speed. So let's do it again. Do me a favor and do something. No. All right. It doesn't do anything anymore. Anyway, as it looks now, I need to find out at which power setting it does work. The idea is nice, but it needs far more work to have it actually working. And then of course the idea is to replace the current hind legs as well to have it actually working. Nice idea. The software needs adjustment as well because of the sound. So for now, thank you for watching, and certainly to be continued.